Over the years, the term and definition of the word woman has been up for debate, so much so that it ended up going to the Supreme Court here in the UK for them to look at through the Equality Act and make a decision as to what the original act meant. And they came up with biological woman means female. They didn't eradicate trans women, but that didn't stop people from having a reaction to it. And the news that I've got for you today is one of those said reactions. Hello and welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Shout About It with me, Rachel, the Queen of the Woke, as crowned by one of my haters, not by myself. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, switch on the notification bells so that you know I am releasing another video. Thanks to everyone who subscribed already. I cannot run this channel without you. Please do keep it friendly in the chat. What I've got for you today is related to the Supreme Court ruling, but I won't necessarily be talking about the definition that the Supreme Court decided on and things like that because, well, this is something that I would have never have expected to see, and to me, this could be potentially dangerous, and I'm quite surprised that nobody has really said a lot about this as of yet. The entire article that I have got is linked for you below. It is from the SW Londoner website. Okay, so let's take a look. Safe with Me. BBC presenter launches new trans visibility campaign. So yeah, you heard that very correctly. It's a trans visibility campaign and it's called Safe with Me. And I'm wondering if perhaps at this stage in this video, let me know in the comments below if you know where I am going with this particular video. Let's carry on. A BBC TV presenter has launched a new campaign calling on UK workplaces and schools to make visible commitments to trans inclusion. Dr. Ronks Icarias, sorry if I pronounce that incorrectly, I'm not very good with names sometimes. Safe With Me initiative invites allies to wear a yellow badge with black text signaling to trans plus individuals that they are safe to approach, especially when they are using public toilets or navigating other gendered spaces. Launched by Dr. Ronks, a black non-binary transmasculine emergency doctor and BBC presenter, the campaign responds to the Supreme Court's judgment that sex in the Equality Act refers too strictly to biological sex, a decision that campaigners say has heightened fear within the trans plus communities. Yeah, you heard that correctly as well. They are now issuing Safe With Me, or they are going to issue Safe With Me yellow badges for people to wear with black bold text so that trans plus individuals know that they are safe to approach. Does that not scream a safeguarding issue to the people that are involved with this? These people are doing this obviously because of the clarification within the law about biological sex, the word woman, and things like that. And they are now fearful because of that confirmation and anything that may be potentially implemented as a result of it. Yet they are now drawing attention to themselves and potentially putting themselves at more risk with these badges. I don't know if the BBC is endorsing this, but this is very, very interesting and a little bit worrying for the reasons that I have just stated. So let's continue. Dr. Ronks said, I have often been kicked out of toilets because people don't know where to place me. Okay, I will have to take Dr. Ronks' word for that. But when I'm with someone, it happens less. This badge is about making allyship visible. It's non-confrontational. It's a signal to a trans plus person that they can come up to you and feel safe doing so. Now, I just want to reiterate that Dr. Ronks goes in with someone that he knows. Okay? Just want to point that out. The campaign encourages badge wearers to accompany trans plus people if asked without needing to speak or intervene, and to simply be present as a silent form of solidarity. Dr. Ronks added, most people aren't trying to deny our humanity, they just don't understand what being trans plus means or how to help. This is a way for people to step out of the shadows and into visible support. Dr. Ronks added, I want this to be everywhere, at schools, in NHS settings, at festivals, in shops. The trans community deserve to feel safe, not just by protected by law, but actively welcomed. And this badge is one small way we can all help make that happen. Okay, so this is where my opinion is going to come in. This is a safeguarding issue. Now, not every person that you are going to approach is going to be a nut job. That's very true. But they go on about safety. The trans plus community go on about safety and wanting to feel safe and be welcomed and accepted. But the thing is, if this badge really goes mainstream and becomes popular, you could just be walking up to anyone. You don't know what that person's background is. You don't know who they are. You don't know what it is that they can do. It's that of a situation of a don't trust a stranger. We all get educated in stranger danger, yet you're promoting one thing that may very well potentially take you to a complete and total and utter stranger. And what's more is that there's a suggestion that this should be in schools and at the NHS where vulnerable people are. I'm not saying that the trans community shouldn't feel safe or anything like that. You know by now, if you've watched this channel for a very long time, my views on gender dysphoria is very real, and people do whatever it is that they need to do, but I will call something out should I think it is not right, in my opinion. Okay? And I do understand the concept behind this badge. But I just feel like this is a major, major safeguarding issue. If you promote this badge to a child or young person or someone who is not as well developed mentally, and say this badge is, use this badge if you are part of the trans plus community, this is what it signifies safety. The chances are they will straight up believe you. And some random person is wearing it. They could be a PDF file, or someone who is known to do some particularly vicious and horrible things to people in the trans community, or just in general. If this sort of thing is going to be implemented, then this needs some very strong and serious evaluation. Now, this is not the entire article, but the article does go on to say that this badge is a perfect compromise. It's taken a quote from someone, and it's supposed to signify to someone that a person is okay and accepted without putting either party at risk. And that quote is in the article. Should you wish to read it, I highly recommend that you do. But that particular summarization that I just gave you of this particular statement, I would highly disagree with, because you're never going to eradicate risk entirely. You're not. It's just straight up facts. You're not going to do it. You do not know who you are giving that badge to. It's like a stranger giving out sweets, isn't it? It's a safeguarding issue. It needs some serious, strong evaluation. That's what I think. Let me know what you think. Chat about it, don't shout about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Bye-bye.